Next up on WTV, bus driver shortage, today's sports, and this week's edition of Real Talk. WTV's Daily Update starts now. Hey there, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Friday, November 19th, and I'm Kirthi Gummadi with today's Daily Update brought to you by Wingspan TV. The nationwide bus driver shortage is impacting Frisco ISD, with several bus routes here at school being changed for students on campus. WTV's Advik Dixit has the story.
Like neighboring districts, Frisco ISD is not immune from the bus driver shortage, with the district short 24 bus drivers throughout the district. With the current model being unsustainable to fill those gaps, the district is now rearranging many bus routes. The district will continue to update bus-eligible families with important information to make the best transportation decisions. To get updates from the district, you can opt in the district's text service by sending a text of Y or Yes to 67587. For more information, visit www.friscoisd.org/departments/transportation/home, where you can find bus routes and contact information for any questions. Reporting for WTV, I'm Advik Dixit.
School meme accounts aren't new, but a new wave of accounts has spawned interest. WTV's Karina Grohoskaya has the story.
From students sleeping in class to bad parking, new Instagram accounts are getting people talking at LHS naptime, and Red Hawk Parking are exposing students on social media. Among those students making their way to the parking meme account, senior Robbie Volante, who appreciates the lighthearted look at student parking skills.
It was definitely pretty funny to see my car on the page. I was just sort of chilling, and then I got like a text from a friend with a link to it, and that's how I found the page. And so I think that I didn't feel too bad about it, because I was looking at some of the other parking jobs, and although I was at an angle and touching the curb, I wasn't interfering with anybody else's spaces. So I felt like, even though it's not like a super precise job, it was still decent. Didn't make anybody else's life harder, and so took it pretty lightheartedly. It was really just entertaining more than anything to just to see my car on that page.
Even more popular than the parking account is LHS Naptime, where simply putting your head down in class could get you some campus attention.
I feel like it's gotten me a little bit of fame, and it just kind of makes my day better when I've got the notification that I've been tagged in an LHS Naptime post.
But who runs these accounts? WTV sent a DM to find out. And while the students that run the account did reply, they did not want to reveal their identity outside of the fact that it's two sophomore girls. However, they did say that they were very surprised and happy that the account blew up so fast, and they didn't expect it to gain so much traction, but they are happy with everyone's reactions. Reporting for WTV, I'm Karina Grohoskaya.
The Red Hawk football team is having a historic season led by quarterback Keldric Luster. For the junior star, the success is nothing new, as Luster has shined since he first started playing football. WTV's Matthew Bishop has the details.
I decided to play football when I was about 5 years old, growing up with second graders. So I was the only young guy out there. So I feel like I could compete with them. So that's what I knew football was like, my main thing.
It's a decision that's paid off well for the Red Hawks, but it's one he had to talk his mom into.
There was a guy with his child who was outside. They was just practicing football. And Keldric was always interested. I want to do that. I was like, no. I was always thinking, just like any other parent, oh, my child may break an arm, he might break a leg. Oh, no, I could not have my baby getting hurt. So then the coach just asked us to come over and practice with him and his son. It's like, okay. And then that guy that we saw at the park, Keldric started to play with his child. They, had the football, throwing it back and forth, and he got excited. I seen the excitement in him, so I was like, okay, I'll try. He was like, come to practice. I was like, nope, we're not coming to practice. He was like, come to practice. I was like, no, we can't do it. Every week we saw them at the park, he was always wanting us to come bring Keldric, and I was like, no, I'm scared. Just give me some time. And he was like, Mom, I can do it. I was like, I know you can, son, but I just cannot risk you getting injured, not at 4 years old. But he was determined to play with that football or to get into some type of sport.
After starting out with flag football, Luster eventually did enough to move to pads.
The minute I saw him at one of his games, during a flag football game, they were running the ball, and his shoe came off. And most kids, they stop when a shoe comes off, and you think, okay, well, this kid's shoe come off, he gonna go to the side. That wasn't Keldrick. He had that football. He continued to run with one shoe on, and he scored the final touchdown, the winning touchdown of that game. So then it's like, okay, maybe he's ready. He was more advanced than the other kids his age. So we started to let him play up with older kids, and that's when we tested him in pads.
Luster eventually entered Vandeventer Middle School and caught the eye of Redhawks head football coach Matt Sweeney.
When you go back and we think about watching Keldrick in middle school at Vandeventer, and a couple things that really stand out, and it's not necessarily his ability, but it was his competitiveness, his humility, the fact that he liked his teammates, and he was a team player, and I think that's carried on through what he's done now. Is that his statistics are great, but even more than that, he's a great leader. Like I said, he's humble. He's a team player, and he really gets along with everybody.
With the Redhawks coming off a 20-game losing streak and winning just one game in the previous few years, Sweeney took a chance and named Keldrick the starting quarterback as a sophomore. Ever since that decision, the Redhawks are 16-6, winning a playoff game for the first time in over a decade. Luster's sophomore year speaks for itself as he won the District 7-5A Newcomer of the Year, despite missing the second half of the season due to an injury. Luster's junior year proved his sophomore season was no fluke, leading the Redhawks to a 10-1 record with over 4,527 total yards and 50 touchdowns. For Luster's mother, his outstanding play has been nothing new.
It's amazing because I knew it was always in him. I knew he always had the drive and the passion and the love for any type of sport. He played basketball, baseball, football, just like his level that he has, like the passion he has for football, he had that same passion for baseball. So I know whatever he, decided to do, he would be amazing in it.
While proving doubters wrong with video game-like numbers, Luster's remained humble and focused on the rest of the season.
Keldrick, he always proved everybody wrong. And that moment of everybody seeing him on ESPN, even with this past game with Lovejoy.
Awkward snap, Luster fighting to the end zone. He's in! Touchdown, Liberty! You know it's coming. You still can't stop it. Keldric Luster fires.
It was amazing. He's always been about the team. He's never put himself before anybody else, and that's what makes me more proud, of him as my child, because he's always cared about the team. Everybody has a part in it, and it was never, I did this, I did that. It was always me and my team, or my team.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Matthew Bishop.
Sports WTV's TJ Krillix brings you a preview on basketball, swim, and football.
The Red Hawk football team has won 5 straight games, including a huge comeback win against Denison, a shocking defeat of Lovejoy, and a statement playoff win against Forney. And tonight, if the Red Hawks want to win 6 straight, they will have to beat another big opponent.
Well, Aledo is, I'll use the word storied program. I mean, they've won more state championships than anybody at 10, and, defending state champions, and they're a good program. And, one of the exciting things about that is, even though they're ranked number 1, we've already taken out one number 1, and, we're having a pretty storied season ourselves.
The 3-time defending state champion Aledo Bearcats, who have won 10 state championships overall, are currently ranked 14th in the state. Kickoff will be at 7 tonight at UNT's Apogee Stadium in Denon. The boys basketball team won again Tuesday, this time against Little Elm. The Redhawks won in overtime by a final score of 59-57, making them 2-0 on the season, heading into their next matchup tonight against Naaman Forest. Tip-off will be at 7 at the Nest. The girls basketball team did not have time to rest after coming out first in the Mavs Fall Classic tournament, as they went right back into another tournament yesterday, this time at the Allen Hoop Fest. They first played Mesquite Horn, where they won 51-41. The Redhawks continued to keep the foot on the gas to beat MacArthur Irving 44-23 later in the day. The Redhawks will go back to Allen High School to play Plano High with tip-off at 1:30. The swim team is back in action with a meet going on right now.
My game plan is to medal, because I'm 4th right now in both my events. So obviously I'm trying to, beat at least one kid to medal. Friday is our prelims, and then if I make it back top 24, I can go swim on Saturday for finals, where I'll compete to see if I make top 3.
The meet is the 6A Tisca and a start at 10 a.m. at the Louisville ISD Natatorium. Reporting for WTV, this is TJ Kurlowitz.
Thanksgiving break officially starts Monday, and that's the topic for this week's Real Talk with Kate Graham.
Hey Redhawks, it's WTV's Kate Graham with this week's edition of Real Talk, and today I'll be asking students about Thanksgiving. What are you doing over the break?
Nothing. I'm gonna hang out with some friends and go visit colleges.
Nothing. Well, I'm actually, nothing.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Turkey. Tofu because I'm vegan.
Dressing.
What kind of dressing? Well, actually, I don't know if there's kinds of dressing.
Dressing? Or is it called stuffing? It's like, y'all know, it's like that bready stuff. You know?
I think it's both dressing and stuffing, yeah. Does your family have any Thanksgiving traditions?
Yeah, we go to Mount Pleasant, we kill our own turkey, we pluck it, and then we fry it. Yeah, that's our, Thanksgiving tradition. Yeah, we like to dance around a table for about a couple minutes, and then I have to watch my family eat because I'm vegan, and I can't have vegan food at the table, so that's it.
Nope. Well, because my mom's vegan, so all she eats is spinach, and that's it. And then I never get what I want to eat.
Do you think Thanksgiving is skipped over between the shift from Halloween to Christmas?
Yes.
Why?
Christmas is better. No, because Christmas is more better.
Yes, because y'all like to skip Halloween even passed and y'all already got red, yellow lights up. Let Thanksgiving come first. That's all I gotta say.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Kate Graham.
If you're looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. And now for today's announcements. ACTEC is an individual and team competition. If you are interested in being part of the ACTEC class or team, please contact Ms. Mosley at mosleyh@friscoisd.org. That's it for today's Daily Update. This is Kirthi Gummadi for Wingspan TV.